It's time to cut out the body using the CNC machine. I decided to use the CNC machine, 1, because I had access to it, 2, because it's very precise, and 3, routers are scary, and if I have the opportunity to use a CNC machine, I'm going to take it. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to orient the body blank so that it's perfectly in line with the x-axis of the CNC machine. You can see that I've drawn the center line on my body blank, and now I'm using this locator pin on the CNC machine to manually orient the body so that the center line is in line with the x-axis. So I'm running the CNC arm up the center line, and if I notice that the locating pin gets off of the center line, then I know the body blank isn't square to the x-axis. So now I'm just kind of going back and forth, making small changes to the position of the body blank so that when I run the locator pin along the line, I can see if it stays on it. And when it does, I know it's in line. Once it's in line, I have to clamp it all down so it's nice and tight, and it won't shift in the process of cutting. Now what I'm doing is I'm finding the corner. I have to locate the corner, the bottom left corner of the body blank, and teach the machine where that is, because that's the 0 point. That's what it uses to calculate all of the different positions that it needs to go to. This is why I couldn't have a lip on the epoxy, because that little device that I'm using, the metal square, has to sit flush with the top of the piece. So now that I've located the corner, I've located the bottom of the piece so it knows how deep it should go, I can actually start cutting. I start all of my cuts when I'm working with epoxy. I start all of my cuts with what's called a down cut bit. And what that means is the cutting force is in a downward direction. You can also have an upcut bit where the cutting force is in an upward direction. And what I worry about is that with an upward force, it could tear the epoxy up from the wood, or it could chip. And I've had really good luck using the down cut bit to start and having really nice clean edges on the epoxy. So you're going to see the 2 pickup cavities get cut with the down cut bit. You'll notice that I'm taking some measurements, just making sure that the CNC machine is cutting to the depth that I set it for. You'll also see it start cutting the neck pocket. And then the video fast forwards to the kind of final cuts. Every time a new cut starts, you'll notice it comes to the front right corner of the screen. That's where it's testing the length of the bit, basically teaching itself how to cut to the depth that you want. I had various issues. One was almost catastrophic when it was cutting the control cavity. I had to stop, I had to re-export files, and luckily it wasn't as catastrophic as I had thought. There you have it.